Good morning, guys, and welcome back to the channel. If you guys are new to the channel, I am SendIt Steve. As you can tell by my Harley Davidson badging, I'm SendIt Steve. That is my 08 F450 Super Duty 6-inch lift, super singles on the rear. Man, are those tires wide. I don't think it does it any justice. Obviously, we have our 6-inch FabTech lift on it and a great truck. Obviously, I beat the ever-living snot out of it. I use it as a work truck and I enjoy it. I bought it to use for work, and that's what we do with it. It's not a pavement princess whatsoever. Also, we do have my 99 twin-turbo C5 Corvette, Huron speed built, Texas Speedheads cam, everything like that. A great car. We're working on getting rid of some parts on that and changing that whole system up. We do have it for sale. We also do have the truck for sale, guys. So if you're interested, let me know. But today's video is going to be about the 6-liter that everyone loves to hate. Now, I love them. Everybody else hates them, but we got a terrible misfire out of this truck. Now, I did throw it on the scanner and it does say cylinder 1 injector balance fault, basically meaning that it needs an injector. So what we're going to do today is get an injector tossed in this truck, and hopefully it'll actually start up nice this time. Usually you got to kind of pump the gas a little bit, and you got to let it really warm up for it to be, you know, able to drive. Otherwise it drives like crap. But that's what the customer said, everything like that. If I do have a cold start video, I will post it up. However, I will not have a cold start of it the way it is right now, because I don't want oil to get into the cylinder. So I kind of have, as of right now, all the oil is settling and settled, so I'm not going to disturb it. So let's get the hood popped and get started. I have another item from knivesdeal.com, and this one, I gotta say, guys, I've had a lot of fun with it. Basically, as you can tell, I have it sitting right here against the wall, and it is actually a blowgun. Now, it does come in 60 inches, or you can break it down and make it 30 inches. Obviously, I've been kind of playing around with it at 60 inches. It's definitely a fun, cool piece. But guys, you got to be safe. You got to be responsible. After all, I do promote responsibility and safety on my channel as best I can. I know sometimes I don't put jack stands under cars and things like that. But 100%, guys, if you are interested in getting something like this, please, safety first. Be responsible. Obviously only use it in areas where it is safe and fun, and you know, you got to be mindful, you got to be respectful of it. But basically, this is what it is here, and then you will receive a bag of darts. I believe there's, I think, 12 in here. You'll basically just assemble it like so. It'll come out and it'll be like that, and then when you're ready, slides right in, and it does exactly what it sounds like it, you know, you do. Basically, put it up to your lips and give her a huff. So here's some footage of me actually firing it. Bullseye! Bingo bango! Now, it is an actual pretty cool piece, guys. You will have some fun with it. Definitely check them out, knivesdeals.com. All right, guys, as you can tell, it is a very cool and fun little thing to play with. Kind of just put a sticker up there on the wall and shot at the sticker. It's actually pretty accurate. Now, the first time I shot, I did it with just one hand like so. Then once you put your second hand out, you kind of stabilize it like any kind of rifle or anything that you shoot. 2 hands makes it a little bit more stable. But definitely check them out. Again, there's a promotion code, SendIt Steve, all one word. I will have all the links. You get 10% off of all your order. Definitely check those guys out. Great guys. And we got more products coming to you guys. I hope you enjoy. All right, so the first thing I like to do here is go ahead and remove this charge pipe out of the way. It's actually pretty simple. Literally a bolt or a clamp there, clamp up top. Move that out of the way. Then we'll come down and we'll move the injector control module here. Get that out of the way. We'll move the bracket. Then we'll take the dipstick or trans stick off, and then we'll go ahead and remove the valve cover. So let's get all that started. After the valve cover, then that's where I will pick back up with you guys. But basically, if you can get that far in, you know, you're good to go. But I'll check back with you guys then. harness up out of the way here. There we go. Set that to the side, unplug. And usually you can unplug that too, but I don't usually. You usually don't have to, but some people do. Let's get the trans tube disconnected. As you can see, it is a bowl down there somewhere. All right, with the trans tube disconnected there, you can go ahead and start taking off the valve cover bolts. I don't have to show you guys them all, you know the basic idea. Let me just get these out. Alrighty. Now, not sure how well you guys will be able to see anything, but valve cover is loose. It's time to get it out. And you guys just fell way down under the truck. Now you guys see why my quality goes down sometimes, because I have a GoPro just for this. That way when it falls down there, I'm not too upset that it's covered in oil and grease. So my speaker quality is terrible on this GoPro. That's why. Slides right out of the front. Now, that you're that far away, this is actually your fuel rail, and you'll go ahead and take out, I believe these are T30s or 35s. Go ahead and get them out of the way. And also, you may have to remove these, but if you do, they do come with an O-ring kit. I highly suggest you replace that O-ring kit. But let me go ahead and get my Torx head, or let me go ahead and get my Torx socket, and we'll get the fuel rail slid out of the way. Now I am doing injector 1, which is the very front one here, so I don't need the fuel rail completely out of the truck. And in fact, you don't need it out for any of the trucks. I know a bunch of people will say, oh, it's easier to take it out, which it is. I will give you that, but you don't need to take the fuel rail out completely to do injectors in a 6.0. All right, and obviously once you get the fuel rail out of there, you're able to access the fuel injector. There's a clip up here on the top side. You'll have to unplug it. Obviously, I didn't give away all of the secrets to get where I'm at now. I do 6.0 injectors. If anybody's interested, I can do them fairly cheap. Send me a message. So if your 6.0 has any issues, give me a shout. I don't want to stud them or do anything where I got to pull the cab off, but I will do injectors all day long. So let me go ahead and pull this injector out and I'll show you what an injector looks like. All right, we're unplugged. See if I can pull it out without the retaining clip falling and hold a camera. And there you have it. Now you can see there's one bolt and a retaining clip that holds it in place. Now also on the very bottom of these injectors is a copper O-ring. As I can see here, the O-ring is still intact, and we don't have to fish it out. Now if you do pull it up and that copper O-ring is not on the bottom, you got to go fishing, and that job absolutely sucks. So let me get this apart here and get down to where I can show you a new injector, and we'll go from there. Alrighty, now obviously the new injector is in the pack. I will go ahead and grab my knife here, which, if you guys don't know, this is a good spot to put this ad. I am sponsored by knivesdeals.com. Go check them out. You get 10% off everything that you buy. Promo code is SendItSteve. All the information will be up top. Definitely check them out. 10% off. SendItSteve is your promo code. knivesdeal.com. All right, now that ad's over, go ahead and pull the injector out of the condom here, and you can tell this one already has the new O-ring, copper washer, and it does come with a protective little sleeve here that you will pull off, because if you don't, you're gonna hydrolock your truck. You're gonna have issues. So as you can tell, this one you can probably see a little bit better, the copper washer, rather than this one. But now it's time to just go back together. Now basically what I will do is I'll take and put some oil and some lube around these so they go right back in. You don't want to get too much oil in there, because if you get too much oil down in the cylinder, it will hydrolock and then be a pain in the butt. Now another thing I didn't show you is that I actually had to clean out the cylinder so that any oil that was laying in the valley didn't roll down in and hydrolock it. So you will have to do that. Again, guys, I can do injectors all day long for you. If you're nervous, give me a call. As you do know, there's a keyway also right here. See a keyway here? It only goes one way, so you can't really mess that up. Injector goes in, and get her tossed back together. And there you have it, with the new injector in place. You can go ahead and start putting her back together. Basically the same way you took it apart, reverse. Fuel rail back in place, all bolted, torqued in place. Wow, of course, an airplane would go over right now, but fuel rail's in place, valve cover back on, and she should be ready to fire. I could not tell you how perfect the timing is. Now, I knew it was gonna rain, and they actually said it was gonna rain a little later, but as you can tell, it's raining out. The truck's all wet. The only thing I gotta do is get the charge pipe put back on here, and she's ready. So let me get this buttoned up and we're gonna fire her up. Last clamp. Good to go. Let's get some fire in the hole, guys. Like I said, as you can tell, it is starting to rain here. Still got some snow on the ground, and it's actually only probably 30 couple degrees, but promised the customer I'd have it done. It is now done. Let's get a cold start. Alrighty, 6.0, come to life, come to Papa. Now, if you guys do know anything about diesels, once you do an injector, it's not gonna fire up the very first time. It probably is gonna crank a little bit, so just mind that. The reason for it being like a long crank like this is because obviously there's no oil in the fuel rails. Oh, he almost got her. Fire in the hole. Oh yes. Definitely almost killed the batteries, but she fires up. Obviously she is a diesel, so she's going to have to warm up a little bit, but she sounds good. We've got her running. There you have it, guys. There is your fuel injector install on a 2006 Ford 6.0 Powerstroke diesel. So guys, again, if you like the content, please give it a big thumbs up, give it a like, send it to your friends, Sharing is caring. You know what, guys? I appreciate everything. Drop a comment, like, subscribe, everything. And I will see you guys in the next upload. She's alive.